It's Friday, December the 1st. We've reached the Sweet 16 round of the playoffs. Gorgeous day in Central Texas, just perfect for football and barbecue.
I'm Jeff McCourt. Welcome to Texas Passions.
I'm in San Marcos at Bobcat Stadium on the campus of Texas State University. I'm here to see a third-round playoff game between the Flour Bluff Hornets and the Angleton Wildcats. It's an absolutely gorgeous night. Temperatures in the high 60s, no clouds, no wind, no chance of rain in the forecast. Great for football. Flour Bluff is coached by Chris Steinbrook. He's been their head coach since 2014. The Hornets took second place in 5A District 30, and they came in to this game with a 10-1 record on the season. Their only loss was in Week 5 to Veterans Memorial. They atoned for that loss last week, beating Veterans Memorial 57-33 in the second round. Angleton has been coached by Ryan Rourke for the past 7 seasons. They claimed the title for 5A District 27, and they entered this game with a perfect 11-0 record. The Angleton defense has pitched 4 shutouts this season. They've only allowed a touchdown in 6 other games. In the first round of the playoffs, San Antonio Highlands did score 14 on Angleton. But the Wildcats put up 79 points of their own to win easily. The team that wins tonight is still on track for that chance to play at state up at Jerry's World later this month. The losing team has a long bus ride home. Hornets and Wildcats, it should be a good one. Kickoff is just a few minutes away, so let me take this opportunity to show you the barbecue I enjoyed earlier today.
Heading down to San Marcos for a playoff game, I'll need to find me a barbecue joint. Looks like Hays County Barbecue made the Texas Monthly Top 50 list this year. That list has been very good to me so far. I suspect it will be again. Hays County Barbecue is located at 1612 South I-35 on the highway frontage road just south of the San Marcos River. They looked deserted when I first drove up, but the open sign was lit up and I went on in. Ordered my usual half-pound of moist brisket and a couple of pork ribs. I splurged and also got myself a jalapeno cheese sausage ring. I got some iced tea from a side filling station and took a seat at one of the picnic tables. The room was filled with the sounds of John Lee Hooker singing the blues as I started to eat. The brisket was delicious. Great outer bark, moist and full of smoky flavor. The meat was creamy, almost buttery, as it filled my mouth with happiness. The ribs were big and juicy, with a nice outer char. The meat easily bit from the bone and went down real easy. Well, I'm not much of a sausage eater. The jalapeno cheese sausage tasted very good. Made of 60% beef and 40% pork, it was not too hot and it had a good chew. They served 2 kinds of sauce. The shorter squeeze bottle were regular and the taller bottles were spicy. Kind of sweet with a touch of mustard. I didn't really notice much difference between the 2 of them. After I ate, I got a chance to talk with the friendly staff and walk around back. They've got a large eating area behind the building near their smoking sheds. There was a small stage, and I can easily imagine lots of people enjoying a few cold ones, listening to some music, while chowing down on great barbecue. There's also a lot of construction in progress behind the building. They're in the process of building a 10,000 square foot restaurant that should be something to see when it opens. Hays County Barbecue, serving great barbecue with lots of friendly smiles. This barbecue is outstanding and rates 2 hook'ems. Angleton kicked off to Flour Bluff to start the game. The Hornets had a great drive going until their running back was stripped of the ball, and Angleton returned it almost 85 yards to the Hornets' 2. The Wildcats cashed in the turnover to take a 7-0 lead. The Hornets took possession on their 29. Passes from quarterback Braden Sharon to Brendan Suckley and Taggart Peel moved the ball deep into Wildcat territory. A run by Sharon set up a 1-yard plunge that tied the game at 7. After a big kickoff return, B.J. Foster ran a sweep to the right for a big gain. That set up a flea flicker as Seth Cosme threw to C. Dilworth for a 31-yard touchdown. The extra point gave Angleton the lead at 14-7. The Hornets used a trick play to pick up a big first down. They used the same play in the second quarter for a 19-yard touchdown to tie the game at 14. The Wildcats answered with their powerful running attack. T. Williams running inside and B.J. Foster running outside. This 27-yard run by Foster pushed the score to 21-14. After the kickoff, passes and runs by Sharon moved the ball downfield for Flour Bluff. But a pass by Sharon was picked off by Michael Ross in the end zone to end the threat. With the clock winding down late in the second quarter, B.J. Foster ran through the Hornet defense for 35 yards. Cosme found Joshua Ellis wide open over the middle for a 21-yard touchdown. The Wildcats took a 28-14 lead into halftime. Angleton got the ball to start the third quarter. Behind by 2 touchdowns, Flour Bluff needed to get a stop. They didn't get it. The Wildcats used that powerful running game to drive 63 yards, with T. Williams running the last 7 for a touchdown. The extra point made it 35-14. Now down by 3 scores, the Hornets needed a touchdown to narrow the gap on the scoreboard. They didn't get that either. Simeon Wells picked up huge yardage on the ground, and Sharon connected with Jacob Solis for a gain into the Wildcat red zone. But the drive stalled and Flour Bluff lined up for an apparent 31-yard field goal. Instead of kicking, the holder pitched the ball to Wells, who was tackled for a loss. Angleton wasted no time. B.J. Foster picked up another huge gain. Everin Hawkins did the rest, scoring from 25 yards out to push the score to 42-14. The game was effectively over before the end of the third quarter. T. Williams would go on to score 2 more touchdowns in the fourth quarter for Angleton, a 2-yard plunge and a 45-yard scamper. The Wildcats claimed the victory 56-14. The Angleton defense had an off night as compared to other games. They gave up 14 points for the second time this season, way above their season average of 5.6 points allowed per game. The Flour Bluff defense was shredded for 403 yards on the ground. T. Williams carried the ball 14 times for 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. B.J. Foster ripped off 156 yards and 2 touchdowns on his 8 carries. Seth Cosme threw only 61 yards on 5 of 10 passing, but 2 of those throws were for touchdowns. Congratulations to Flour Bluff for the good season they had. Best of luck to Angleton as they move into the Elite 8 round to face Foster next week. That's it for this episode of Texas Passions. If you liked what you saw, please click on the thumbs up button on YouTube. Feel free to share this video with friends and family. Write something in the comment section and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Maybe you've got a team I should see, or a favorite barbecue place I should try. Suggestions are always welcome. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just click on my logo when it pops up and go from there. You can view previous episodes of Texas Passions by clicking on the links displayed. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.